Vegas.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On one, right?
Here's Burrow to throw right away.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level.
Here we go.
And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Third down.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-0 right now.
Here we go. 11.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off.
Here we go.
And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who sends it to slot receivers with only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll send Beckham in motion right.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 12.
Now Chandler.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Completes it to Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Chandler.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Chandler again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
He lost It's third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Chandler.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. The Raiders at 8-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Raiders.
Terrace Marshall
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now Burrow on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Burrow escaping the pressure right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go, here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gets this one to use check. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
21.
That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terrace Marshall
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He's going to get this complete to Gaskin.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
1-1, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Raiders will take over now first and 10.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run it with Chandler. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running on 1st down with Gasket.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. On the move to his left.
The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
11.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
11.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion left is Beckham. On 2nd down, Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now receiver in motion left. Now a handoff to Chandler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
11-90.
Now Chandler. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Ty Chandler with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Gun.
Beckham will go in motion right. Here's Chandler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Chandler. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
11.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
And he'll just get rid of it.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Go to 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go, here we go,
so
here we go.
After 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final try now for Garoppolo. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
That won't be easy. We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Wait.
They're going to try and run for it, and it is incomplete. They can't hook up for the 2-point conversion, and the defense celebrates a 2-point win. What a finish. A harsh way to lose this.